Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Rising Giant Incredible Journeys Behind podcast. Today, for the first time in the history of the podcast, we are doing a video as well. So, whoever is interested in seeing us can take a look at the video as well. My guest today is my teammate and my friend, and probably the biggest surprise of this season's Serie. She came straight from Serie to Serie A, scored 7 goals, and earned her first national team call-up. Today with me is Nadine Nischler. Nadine, thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much.
Well, let's just start at the beginning. When and where did you start playing football?
Yeah, I started playing football when I was 5 or 6 years old. I started because my brother was going to the training, and I was like crying so bad because I wanted to do the same thing he was doing. So there was the trainer who said to my mom, let her try. I think she needed. But yeah, so now I'm here already playing football, and yeah.
So your parents were always supportive of the fact that you wanted to play?
Yes, but at the beginning my dad wasn't like so happy with my decision, because he said, let's do some other sports, for example tennis or stuff like this, and I was like, no, now I want to play football. But then now they are my biggest fans, so I'm supporting me.
Eventually he gave in. Well, now I bet, especially looking at you this year, he's probably the proudest man on earth.
Yeah, that's for sure.
By the way, a few games ago, Nadine had the full tribuna for herself, the full stands with the t-shirts and everything. So it has to be a pretty special feeling, right?
Yeah, this was so nice. When I was looking there on the tribuna, there was like everything full, and they were so loud, and so this was really special. So
that's good.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming then you started with the boys.
Yeah, I was always in the team with my brother also. At the beginning, he's also 2 years older than me, so I played with the older boys, and
is he still playing?
Yeah, he's still playing at my hometown also.
Jealous of you?
Yeah.
That you're doing better than him.
No, but he's also always, he was always also my fan. We have a really strong bond.
That's nice. So after playing with the boys, you told me you moved to Germany. How was that move? When was that? Why did you decide to go to Germany?
Yeah, I decided at the age of 14. I decided to go to Germany because at this age, I had to go to a women team. And there in Italy wasn't so much like an academy, or where you can also combine the school with the football. And also because my mother language is German, so I decided to go to Germany, and there I went to SF to Nuremberg, and there I played like for 4 years, and also I was there at the school, and it was a really nice time also, because I got so much, also because I was the first time abroad from at home alone without my parents, and
Well, you're probably the first one who told me that, going away for the first time, it was nice. Usually people have a hard time. So were you homesick or?
At the beginning, yes. At the beginning, it was hard for me to understand that now my mom isn't there for me when I'm calling her. Yeah, I have a problem. Yes, she was here to talk with me, but not in the moment that she can give me a ride or stuff like this, or she can wash my things, my training stuff. Yeah, this was hard, but I think now when I'm thinking about it, it was a really nice time also for me to to learn how to fix problems.
Whenever I went to USA for the first time, it was also, I was homesick for like 6 months. I cried every night, and I said I'll never miss my family. I'll miss other stuff probably, but it was the only thing that I missed was my family. So yeah, like you said, you learn to do everything on your own because they're simply not there. But yeah, I would send everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone at a certain age should go somewhere to live alone and to not be dependent on the parents, because it's a whole different world.
Yeah, I think also because maybe at this moment you think, well, it's a hard time, but when I look back now, I think it was like this time there I learned so much about the life and how the life is going when you are a grown up.
Yeah, for me, I said after that experience, I can do anything. I survived that. I was, I don't know, 7 hours difference. I don't know how many kilometers apart because I was on the other side of the world. I can do anything.
Yeah.
So I think, like I said, I think everyone should experience something like that because it changes life. Okay, so you were done there and you came back to Italy, or like how did it go? Why didn't you stay in Germany, since German's league is pretty good for years now?
Yeah, I did there my Abitur, and I was there the 4 years, and then I had also a little bit the problem that the SF Nürnberg in the youth sector was really good, and he played also in the first league. But then the senior squad was in the first league.
Oh, okay.
So then I also turned to the senior league and played there for 1 year also. But then I asked myself, okay, what you want to do? If you play only there in the third league, you can do it also at home. So then I asked me also, yeah, now you finished the school, what do you want to do in your life? And I said, okay, no, I want I want to go back home and do like I have to work or to do some other stuff, but what brings me to another point. Maybe not with football, maybe with some other stuff.
But have you ever thought that you're gonna become a pro?
No, at this moment I talked about that football for me is now a hobby, and and for this moment football for me was like, okay, doing it was.
So you just do it for fun and that's it?
Yeah, I did it for fun. I did it for only to think about something other.
And then you started working. What did you do?
First I went home and did some like a little bit of work in a hotel and a little bit work there, and then at the end of the summer I started to do like I started to work in the office, and I was doing this for like 4 years, and then I come to come home.
It's pretty crazy. You played in Serie pretty much for 4 years. Never thought you're gonna become a pro or even try to be a pro. What happened? How did you get here?
Yeah, it was like at first it was really only a hobby. I was also on a point like my team was like not surviving the COVID season, say it like that. And then I was like, okay, then what I want to do? I was like, I'm without a team. Maybe I don't want to play football more. And there was a point I said, okay, I'm so young. Will I really leave it now? And then one day I was like in the office and I said, okay, I will try it in another team. If it's good, it's good. And if not, I say bye to football. And then, yeah, it was good. It was a nice season. We had a lot of fun, also a lot of downs. But at the end, I said, okay, maybe it's not the time to leave it now. I want to do more. I want to play. And yeah, the last 2 years in Serie, I was at Milan, and there we had like so a good season. At the first season, we went like on second place. I scored like 47 goals, and I was like, okay, I feel good. I feel good on the pitch. What's happening? And then, yeah, the last season I scored like about 40 goals and we went like on first place in the Serie, and I was like, okay, maybe I want to do more. Maybe now is the time where I say, okay, maybe I can do more.
And how did it happen? Like, did you try to find an agent and come to a Serie A team, or how did you go about like going higher?
Yeah, it was more that Miro knows me also.
So it's our sports director.
Yeah. Because we last year, it's also a fun story because we had a friendly match against Como. And so I was like in the third league and we had a friendly match against the Serie A team Como. And yeah, there was also Miro and we were talking about, yeah, what's going on? How is life going? Like stuff like this. And then in the summer summer after, we were talking about, yeah, you want to come to do like a short training camp with us so we can
like a tryout.
Yeah, like a tryout. And I said, yeah, sure, it would be nice. So I went here to do like a little tryout, and after that in the summer we decided, yeah, it would be nice if I came to Como.
It's pretty crazy. I have goosebumps. I think, because it's like, when something is meant for you, it's gonna happen no matter what. The fact that you almost gave everything up and you just said whatever, like maybe I just stopped playing, and then life just didn't let you stop pretty much. And now you're in Serie A and you're the second best goal scorer with just 7 goals. Coming straight from Serie C. I don't think anyone expected that.
No,
which is pretty crazy, and that's another proof that it would be a really a waste of the talent and everything if you would just give up on.
Yeah, I think I'm also a person who think about it, that everything comes for a reason, everything happens for a reason. And I think that, that you have also sometimes you have to be on the right time in the right place. And I think, I'm happy to be here now and to be on this point. And when I'm thinking about my last year, it's like, oh my God, what's happened?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess if it's written somewhere in the stars, if it's meant to be, then I guess it happens. Obviously you have to do your part.
Yeah, sure.
You were still doing, and you were the one who decided to, okay, I still want to play, I'll find another team. But then from that point on, everything just took off. Pretty crazy. Have you ever thought that, whenever you were still in Serie C, that you're gonna be playing for the national team one day?
No, I never thought about it. I was like every time, I thought, because in the junior, the youth leagues, I was always also in the national team. So
like the under 17, under 19.
And there I played with a lot of them who now play in the senior squad, and I was always there. Yeah, look at this. I know them because I played with them in the Africa, and now I'm like, oh, I'm already there. And it's like so funny sometimes when I don't know. I'm laying at home in the bed. I'm like, what's going on? Yeah, and this is like, yeah, I think it's so nice to also to think about these things that you are right there in this moment, and
I think we have to enjoy it right now.
yeah, that's
I remember when I was at AC Milan, the first season, I had a great season. I felt like it just flew by. I would probably give everything to go back now and just, be in the moment again and enjoy it. But at that time, I was still in the phase of, like I want more, I want next. So I didn't really stay in the moment there. So yeah, I just enjoy it as much as it can right now.
sometimes it's so important to stop a little bit the time and breathe and look at that what's happening around you.
Just take everything in. Yeah, right. So obviously we're talking about the Italian national team. Your mom is German, your dad is Italian. Have you always wanted to play for Italian national team, or did you have any doubts?
That's really, I have to say that I always said no, I'm Italian. It's like,
That's crazy.
yeah, that was really I always said no, I'm really Italian. I think that also because my mother language is German. That's
Exactly.
a point that is right there. Also, my dad is like, his mother language is German, so German, yeah, our dialect.
Yeah, because you're from the north of Italy, where you speak German language.
Yeah, so
Okay.
of this point, but the other way, I always said no, I'm Italian.
The thing also because you already played for the youth national teams, like Italian ones.
Yeah, maybe, but also because I'm grown up here in Italian. I was like this 4 years in German, but otherwise I was always in Italy. I grew up in Italy, so
It's so funny that you say that, like that you feel Italian, because to be honest, would have probably half and half on the team. Like a moment right now, like half of the team like foreigners, half of the team Italians. I always had you for a foreigner, sorry. Like
yeah.
I always had you as a part of our part of the team.
Yeah, that's true, because it's always, I think it's a South Tyrolean thing, because when I went in Germany, I was the Italian girl. When I go to Italy, I'm the German girl. So I'm always this Voreigner. But for me, it's okay. I'm like, I think we in South Tyrol are like confronted with that things till we are like young people. So for me, it's like, okay, I like to be a special ones. So
It is pretty good feeling. I have to admit, I was always a special one growing up. Being a girl playing football.
yeah,
You are different.
Yeah.
So
it's already a different thing. It's not the norm.
So how did you feel going to the camp for the first time, the national team camp, and like actually putting the senior gear on?
Yeah, this was so a nice feeling. It was really, at first I was a little bit, oh my God, what's happening? I think I'm not ready for this. But now I was there, and I was breathing everything inside me, and I was so happy to be here with all that people were 1 year ago. I was watching, I know this and this, they are so good, and now I'm like, oh my God, I can see them in real life. So for me, it was like 1 year ago, I didn't thought about it, that it could be a thing for me to be there.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I think especially I think it started in 2019 in the France, where it was like Ragazze Mondiali. For the first time that Italy qualified for the World Cup, where pretty much it was the year that I also went to AC Milan, and there were stars, I became stars here in Italy, and I can see how you were like, oh my gosh, you didn't really believe that you can be part of that.
Yeah, it was, I think, in Italian the last years. They did so much in in the soccer, and now I think they are really like little stars also and I'm like around there. Yeah, that's so nice. Also, don't know. The first time we played against AC Milan was my first game in Serie, and there was like little children who came to me. Yeah, can I have autograph? And I was like, oh my.
I didn't practice.
Yes. Oh my god. Yeah, sure.
Oh my gosh, I just scored. I just had my first Serie A game. I just scored and I have to give my first autograph.
Yeah. I was like, yeah.
But it is like, it was an epic start, I have to say. Like, you know, a movie start for you and it's still continuing. So I remember maybe one can before you were invited, I think I actually said to you, like, it's about to happen, you know, like especially with the performances that you had, you just deserve to be there. So I think it's the right thing that you were called up, that you have a chance. All right, so what would you think, or what would you say were some of the biggest obstacles that you had to overcome in order to be here now, to play for a national team, to play, say,
Yeah, I think the first time to understand for myself that maybe one step in the back don't mean that you can't go forward. I think this is like a really thing that I had to check, and I had to, okay, this year when I came back to Italy, I said for me, okay, now for me it's a hobby. But then 2 years or 3 years later, where I say, okay, maybe it's more than only a hobby, to say, okay, now you give everything to do to be the best version of myself. And yeah, for this point, I say this was a really hard obstacle to myself to understand. Okay, yeah, you have to do it. You have to, yeah, to have this mindset. I think this was a really hard obstacle.
yeah, because you know, our ego especially, it's very interesting thing to deal with. And yeah, when, like you said, when it seems like a step back, our ego can be very hurt.
Yes.
Well, it's a pretty good one, I think. And to be honest, I think you had to go back in order to really prove yourself that, you know, you have to enjoy it, that it's something that you absolutely love to do. And since you had fun and you enjoyed it, everything else opened.
Yeah, I think so. I think also that when I came back to Italy, for me, it was like, okay, now you were there for 4 years, you did everything for football, and now you are back here with nothing. And there to start and to do, like, okay, what I'm going to do, what I want in my life. I always said I want to be a professional football player. So this was my younger me who always said, okay, I want to do that. And then I was like 18 years old and said, okay, maybe it's not possible for me to do that. And yeah, in this moment I was like, okay, but I have to go on, do it. And then, yeah, and now I'm here.
It's crazy because, you know, you gave everything at that time. And then years later, you got a reward.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, we don't get it. Like, we don't get things when we want to get them, but when it's, I guess, meant for the things to come, which for us human beings, it's very hard to appeal to understand and to swallow, because we want it now. And I know myself, you know, I always felt like I just have to go from here to better, to better, to better, to better. So, you know, when it felt like a step back, it was very hard for me. And, you know, I still have periods when I think, oh, I don't know, you know, is that it? Can I do more? Can I become more? Can I go to better? Or, you know, but you never know, you know, so all you can do is just do your part. And then if it's meant, for you to, if it's meant for happen, if it's meant to happen, then I guess it's gonna happen. Okay, so you're scoring goals, 7 goals, played pretty much every single minute. Now you're not a surprise anymore. Do you feel any pressure? Like, do you feel that people now expect things from you, or do you still just enjoy playing?
I think that, yeah, there is some pressure, but I think I'm really good at that I don't make me the pressure. I think I always look back and think, yeah, I'm right on a point. It's good. If there come more, yeah, for sure, I want to give everything about it to reach this more. But yeah, enjoy the moment. It's like you're on a really good point. I never thought that I could be one time at this point. So yeah, I have to enjoy the moment, and yeah, I'm sure that there are coming like also bad times or times where I don't know, where I am thinking about, okay, what I'm doing now, what I'm doing here. But yeah, I think for this, it's so important to enjoy like moments like this.
So pretty much, okay, you're staying in the moment, but do you still have any goals and dreams that you want to reach?
Yeah, sure. It would be nice to be in the national team, also to looking forward now on the big tournament. But yeah, this would be really, really nice. But yeah, or also to play Champions League maybe sometime. I think these are like dreams that I had like when I was like a young girl. So these are dreams that I think they are always in my mind. But yeah.
Well, I really hope that you get to play in the Euros next year. I think you deserve it. So, and obviously, if you stay with the mindset that as
Sure.
you are right now, just being in the now and not putting the pressure on yourself, I think that it's probably gonna happen. Okay, so I remember at some point we were talking. I don't know, maybe it was on the bus, on the way to the game or something. But for us humans, it's very easy to complain about things. I just want to talk a little bit about your perspective, or perspective in general, because I feel like from the perspective that we have on things, the perspective directs the direction and the quality of our life. And you said to me, I came from Serie to here. For me right now, everything is great. I see it like things are good. And I feel like like I said, for people, it's easy to fall into the trap of, okay, this is not good, this is not good, this is, what do you think about that?
I think always it's a really important point to never forget from where you are. So always to think about it where you started sometime. And I think when you are like in a time where you're thinking, "Ah, this is bad, or this, and then think about it, okay, but where did I start? I start like at home on the pitch. My mom drives me to, I don't know, to the training. And I was like, okay, here with, like, I had a bag with everything that there inside. And now I'm like always, I'm only going like that to the training. I neither have a bag or stuff like this because I have already everything there. And this is like also a thing for me. It's like, I'm a professional football player. So I have been saying, I'm going now to the training, but you don't have a bag. And when I'm thinking about these little things, I'm thinking, okay, everything is good. Everything is so nice.
Oh yeah, it's definitely perspective that can be taken to every single area of your life. No matter if you are a professional athlete or whatever you do, is it just a lot of times if you look to your right, it can be raining. If you look to your left, it's sunny. So it depends on you which direction you want to look. What does football mean to you?
Yeah, I'm sure that football takes me out of my darkest days, or when, I don't know, when something is like really, really bad and I'm on the pitch, I don't think about these bad things. So it's really, really an important point for me. But I say also that, yeah, I think at the other side, it's only a game. It's a game that I enjoy, but it's only a game. There are so much other things in a life what are important, what are like, yeah, what we have to think about it also. There is so much in this world what happened, and so yeah, I think it's like it's important to see these different things, not only to be on soccer, because when it goes bad also, like there are bad times, then I have to have some other points where I can catch me, or where I can think about it. And yeah,
Definitely. Like usually people from the outside just see the good stuff.
Yeah.
Especially when they look at the men's football, the fame, they're the stars, they have the money, all that. But I think it goes for men and women. It's not always all rainbow and sunshine and all that stuff, because there's a lot of bad moments as well when it doesn't go your way, and it's so easy to get consumed with the perspective of, if football doesn't go well, then everything is bad.
Yeah.
And it's that narrative of, I used to be a footballer.
Yeah.
No, I'm just a person who plays football.
Yeah.
I have a football, like a footballer is not my full identity anymore. And I think that's very important, because if you are just a footballer, then when football doesn't go well, it can be really hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does Sudoku means to you?
Yeah. It's like really a thing that I started to do at Como. Really? I did it, I don't know, when I was on the beach or like this, but now I'm like always before the game when I don't know what I have to do, I took out my Sudoku and do it, because it's really nice. It's calming me down. It's like, yeah, I have something to do, not only on my phone like this. And yeah, I really enjoy it.
Well, I have to add that question because, by the way, you sit together in the bus, and it's every single time before the game. It's a Sudoku time. So I was really hoping, to be honest, to get you for a secret Santa this year, because I saw a toilet paper with Sudoku on, and that's all I would buy. Anyway, all right, we're almost at the end. What would you say to someone who is afraid to pursue their dreams, or even have a dream, dare to dream?
Yeah, I think dreams are so important, because without dreams, you are nothing. You have to dream big, and you have also to do everything to reach your dreams, because yeah, I think it's so important in a life, and you have nothing to lose.
Well, Nadine, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for being a great friend and a teammate. And despite all the recognition that you get, like, still down to earth and probably one of the nicest people on our team. So
Thank you so much.
thank you for being here. Thank you for getting out of your comfort zone. It's your third language. I needed to do some work to pursue you, but no, yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.